Auf geht's. Ja, jetzt müssen wir noch wieder 30 Sachen sagen. Nein, nur 2 Sätze. Und jetzt können wir tatsächlich durch die Tür gehen und haben es geschafft. Das war ein langer Raum.
Huh. I think the shaking stopped.
Okay, das Schütteln hat aufgehört. Es gab sogar eine Errungenschaft. Seek a way out again.
It would seem so, but we are yet to be out of danger.
Aber wir sind jetzt ja schon wieder in der Bücherei. Ah, der Blinde ist ja unsympathisch. Will, ja, haben wir zuerst auch, aber mittlerweile geht's eigentlich.
You're right. Let's hurry.
Okay, Beeilung.
This exit needs the Uranus card too.
Okay, der Ausgang braucht auch die Uranus-Karte.
Hey, Junpei.
Yeah, I know.
Ach, stimmt, wir sind ja da hinten hergekommen, oder?
All right.
Ah, das ist ja...
It's open.
manchmal bin ich so schnell mit dem Klicken, das tut mir leid.
Okay, Neptune Key. Let's see if you work.
Okay, jetzt habt ihr einen Schlüssel.
I think it unlocked.
Stimmt, den hatten wir ja ursprünglich gesucht, um überhaupt weiterzukommen. Aha,
Incinerator.
der Incinerator.
So this is the incinerator.
Ich muss noch mal eben ganz kurz gucken. Flow. Ja, das ist noch einiges, was wir da zu tun haben.
This is the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so.
Then there ought to be a lever near the door.
Okay, also soll es
Ja,
einen Hebel
right
geben. Okay,
Pull that and the door should open.
na
Got
dann.
it.
Ist die Frage, wollen wir da wirklich rein?
Let's go.
Scheint so, dass wir da wirklich rein wollen. Wieder ist eine 9 drauf und... Aha,
What the hell is going on?
was passiert hier?
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Oder ist doch... Oder will jetzt quasi... Ah. Vielleicht will Ace jetzt ja einfach auch nur sein Werk zu Ende bringen und diejenigen grillen, die eigentlich dort hätten sterben sollen. Wir haben jetzt die er gerettet hat. Er hat Center gerettet. Der ist jetzt wieder drin. Er hat Arkane fast gerettet, die ja eigentlich dann verbrannt ist. Ist das die Zwillingsschwester und sie ist Zero? Ah, ich glaube eher, dass Ace jetzt hier nochmal sein Werk vollbringen kann. Wie Junpei da reinpasst, weiß ich immer noch nicht.
Jumpy, you came to get me.
Tja, aber wer bist du wirklich?
Of course I did. I made a promise.
I'm so glad you're here. So glad.
Hey, what happened to you?
I'm fine. I just fainted. I wasn't feeling very good.
Ah, obwohl Lotus passt da auch
I'm
nicht ganz
feeling
rein.
a lot better now, though.
Are you sure?
Yes. I just need to rest a little longer. I'm sure I'll be fine. You shouldn't worry about me.
Santa.
Okay, Center ist...
Hey, where is it? Where's the gun? You hide it somewhere?
Okay, wo ist die Pistole?
I don't have it.
Na toll, er hat sie nicht mehr.
I got sucker punched and they took the gun.
Sie haben die Gun genommen, also sie haben die Pistole genommen, also wahrscheinlich ja Ace und Lotus fehlen.
Who took it?
What? Isn't that obvious?
I took the gun.
Ja, Ace. Da sind wir wieder.
Ace.
Erinnert uns endlich mal wieder auch an das Sargende, nicht an das Sargende, an das Safe-Ende.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace?
Was glaubst du, was du hier
Or
tust?
maybe I ought to say Gentaro Hongo, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
You have me at a disadvantage, and I don't like that. You know me, but I don't know you. Do you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain?
The pain of prosopagnosia, right?
Ah, stimmt. Der Schmerz von Prosopagnosia. Stimmt, Ace hat ja Prosopagnosia, also er kann die Gesichter von Menschen nicht unterscheiden. Lotus passt rein, genauso Junpei. Lotus ist Mutter der 2 Kinder, ja, ja. Ach, Junpei als Arkanes Freund. Ja, Joel, das passiert ja schon die ganze Zeit, dass 2 Räume wieder zu einem gemeinsamen Raum führen. Das passiert schon die ganze Zeit.
Another irritating insect. And how do you know that?
Good question.
No matter. If you don't want to answer, it makes no difference to me. This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go. First is 1.
Okay, der erste ist
Give
1.
me your hand. 8.
1 und
And
8.
with this, 9.
Das Zero-Armband wahrscheinlich.
The ninth man. Kubota's bracelet.
Genau.
I believe I've won this game.
Okay. Ace scheint das Spiel gewonnen zu haben.
I've had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero, I suppose.
Okay, er muss Zero danken. Also ist das doch nicht?
Wait, what?
Moment, was?
Ace doesn't know who Zero is.
Ace weiß nicht, wer Zero ist.
What the hell are you planning, Santa?
Naja, ob das denn wirklich ist?
At any rate, this game ends now.
Das Spiel endet
I
jetzt.
will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending. I suggest you enjoy your final moments. Goodbye. Wait!
Na?
What? Why isn't it opening?
Okay, die Tür geht nicht auf.
One more time. Now open!
Das ist ja nichts Neues, solche.
What is this? Why? The digital route should be 9. It has to be 9.
Ja, sollte man meinen.
Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Error.
Now!
Oha. Oh, oh.
No! Ugh.
Oh, that was close. Too close. Thank you, Seven.
Okay, das war sehr knapp, viel zu knapp.
Don't mention it. Just one punch ain't enough for this piece of shit. After what he did 9 years ago, I ought to rip him to pieces. But if a suspect can't talk, they ain't much good. Once he's locked up in a cell, we're gonna have a little chat.
9 years ago? Then you must be...
Okay, also Ace weiß eigentlich auch nicht, wer alles dazu gehört. Dann ist meine Theorie wahrscheinlich doch falsch.
Yeah, you finally figured it out, dumbass.
Ace. You killed Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you?
Wait, Nijisaki?
Oh, right. You don't know yet. All right. We'll just go through them in order then. Let's start off with Kubota. You talked to Kubota and managed to convince him to go into door 5 alone.
Stimmt, das hatte Ace ja zugegeben, dass er ihn eingeredet hat, dass er alleine durch die Tür Nummer 5 gehen
You
soll.
killed him without making it look like you killed him. The way I figure it, you had 4 motives.
4 Motive.
1. In the Nonary Game, the number 9 is dangerous.
Okay, Nummer 9 ist
Whoever
gefährlich.
had the 9 bracelet could join whatever team they wanted.
Dann können jedem Team zu jedem Team gehen, was sie
Adding
wollen.
9 to any number doesn't change the digital route. Which means that number 9 could do whatever they wanted.
Okay, Nummer 9 kann machen, was auch immer sie
You wanted
wollen.
to remove that threat as soon as possible. 2.
Zweites Motiv.
You wanted the number 9 bracelet for yourself,
Er wollte das Armband Nummer 9 selbst
so
haben.
that you could make use of its power. In fact, you did use it in the murder of Nijisaki.
Und er benutzt es auch, um Nijisaki zu töten.
3. Even if his number hadn't been 9, Kubota was a problem.
Selbst wenn seine Zahl nicht 9 war, war er ein
He
Problem.
knew your past. He knew what had happened 9 years before.
Denn er kannte Aces Vergangenheit.
You needed to silence him before he told anyone.
Der musste ihn ruhig stellen, bevor er es irgendwem erzählte.
4. But last, and perhaps the most disturbing,
Okay, jetzt kommt der größte Grund.
you used Kubota as a test. You wanted to know how serious this Nonary game was. Was it truly life or death, or simply a harmless prank?
Um herauszufinden, ob es nun wirklich um Leben und Tod geht oder ob es nur ein, Verarsche war.
You convinced him to break the rules so you could see what would happen. That was why you killed Kubota. But he was only the first. Next was Nijisaki. While everyone was off looking for the missing parts for the Reds, you ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room.
Ah, okay, er ist zufällig auf Nijisaki getroffen.
However, because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki.
Okay, aber er hat nicht erkannt, dass es Nijisaki war,
Chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake.
weil er so angezogen war wie
That was
Snake.
why you thought Nijisaki was Snake.
No, that's not... That was Nijisaki?
Er wollte Nijisaki gar nicht töten.
Why? How did...
I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago. You remembered him because he was the blind kid.
Okay, erinnert sich an, weil es das
But
blinde
his
Kind war.
presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me. Whatever the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him. That was when you decided you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the red. Verified your own number and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel. Then, when the door opened, you kicked him in. 9 seconds later, the door closed. And then 81 seconds passed. And poor Nijisaki was dead.
And you mean to say... Snake is still alive?
Ja, Snake lebt noch.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm as good as new.
Ich bin so gut wie neu.
Thank you for killing the wrong man. But I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead. Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
Well, I wouldn't blame you.
Last but not least, let's talk about Musashido's death. When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me. Do you remember what you said?
Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
Oh, meine Taschenuhr kann ich drauf
I
einen Blick
handed
drauf
it to
werfen.
you, and you left the room. You had been in charge of the Nonary project. Of course you would have known the solution to every puzzle,
Okay, er wusste die Lösung zu jedem
which would
Puzzle.
mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse. All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it. With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters. Musashido was there. Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him with it.
Okay, er hat ihn dann mit der Axt getötet.
You picked up that axe and buried the blade deep in the other man's chest.
Aber was ich noch ein bisschen seltsam finde, ist, warum sie anderen beiden dann auf dem Schiff waren. Aber, ach doch, klar, macht Sinn. Ah, doch. Dann waren im Grunde 11 Leute.
One blow was all it took.
11 Leute gefangen.
And then you returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened.
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
I had no reason to say no, so I followed you to the wheelhouse. When we stepped inside, remember how you slipped your hand into my vest? You pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote. But that wasn't really what you were after. Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket. It wasn't a very good plan. Had way too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down around you. You must have been desperate. But what made you willing to risk it all to do it? Ace, Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it. But why?
Tja, das ist die Frage. Warum hat er Musashido getötet?
Because of this.
What's with the paper?
Was ist mit
Just
hier?
read it.
Okay.
Let's see. Number 1. There are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal.
Okay, es gibt 2 Wege, wie du das hier überleben kannst.
First is to win the Nonary Game.
Erste ist, du gewinnst das Nonary Game.
Second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past.
Das zweite ist... Aha.
I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world.
Wurde sogar weltweit übertragen.
Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship.
Okay, er sollte einfach nur alles
To
gestehen.
make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters.
Und um dieses Geständnis noch deutlicher zu machen, wurde ihm einem Opfer im Captain-Quartier überlassen.
Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please.
Tja, mach wie du es meinst.
Zero.
Okay, dann ist Ace doch nicht Zero. Das ist schon
When I
klar.
awoke in that room on D-Deck,
Das erklärt, warum Ace nicht durch die 1-Tür wollte. Jo, das stimmt.
I found that in my pocket. That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice.
You meant to kill him from the beginning then? Musashido, I mean.
I only knew Musashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him, and he answered. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation. I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him.
Okay, also die beiden, die er da getötet hat, Nijisaki und der im Captains Raum, waren also beide sediert? Oder waren so, als wären sie gerade aus einer Betäubung erwacht? Also nicht ganz bei sich.
But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness.
Ah, und er wusste auch gar nicht, wer es war.
Ace, you figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated.
Yes, so it would seem. It was little more than a puppet, in many ways. Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared.
Okay, alles war schon vorbereitet, egal wo er hingegangen ist.
The Reds in the large hospital room were dismantled. Nijisaki was dressed like Snake. There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back.
Die anderen beiden waren also als Zeugen fürs Geständnis gedacht. Ja, scheint so.
Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen into such a simple trap. But yes, this was a trap.
Auf jeden Fall, er wollte sie nicht
It was
töten.
Zero's trap, and I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. I did everything he wanted me to do.
Yeah. By manipulating you, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands. All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary game happened. Am I right, Santa?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any...
Okay, Santa weiß natürlich von nix.
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki, huh? My memory came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki, no doubt about it. Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you.
Tja, aber es ist schon sehr passend, dass sie jetzt wieder in diesem Raum sind.
But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the Nonary game this time around was Zero. And Zero's you.
Mal gucken, was er jetzt... Ich bin jetzt echt auf seine Reaktion gespannt.
Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh? Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one of the kids in the Nonary game 9 years ago. I made it out. So did Snake over there. But there's one thing... No, I guess there's 2 things you got wrong.
Okay, aber 2 Sachen sind noch falsch.
Number 1, I ain't Zero.
Er ist nicht Zero. Na gut, warum sollte er es auch zugeben, wenn es so wäre?
What?
Wait, what?
Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary.
Okay, er ist mehr Assistent, Sekretär.
But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders.
Achso, er hat aber auch nur Zeros Anweisung befolgt.
If you're not Zero, who is?
Ja, das ist die Frage.
Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say 2 things? You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago.
Okay, es ist alles Rache für das, was vor 9 Jahren passiert
That's
ist.
why this Nonary game happened. But that's not it.
Das ist nicht...
Revenge isn't the only purpose.
Rache ist nicht der einzige
There's
Grund,
another reason you guys were playing the Nonary game.
sondern...
To save someone.
Um jemanden zu retten.
Save someone? Right. You were brought here to help my sister.
Okay, sollen seiner Schwester helfen.
To save Akane.
Ist sie also doch nicht gestorben?
What the hell are you talking about? Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there. I saw...
Okay, was passiert jetzt?
What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki?
Sie ist weg.
Oh, my head. My head, it feels like it's gonna pop.
Seven! What the hell is going on?
I don't know. I just... Oh! I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode!
What was the Nonary Project? I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time.
Okay, jetzt gehen wir das Ganze nochmal
It was a
durch.
project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon? For two organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact.
Okay, es ging darum, dass zwei Organismen miteinander kommunizieren sollen, ohne physikalischen
The
Kontakt.
morphogenetic field theory.
Genau.
Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information?
Ja, darum ging es ja die ganze Zeit, das stimmt.